I have to admit, none of this is playing out as I thought it would. Trump is now leading in almost all the swing states, but behind those numbers lie even more troubling details. As someone worried about the prospects of a second Trump term, I think it's best to be honest about reality.
Now, if you don't live in Willy Wonka's chocolate factory, you know that Joe Biden ain't doing so well. I can't figure out why. There must be some reason why he's plummeting. And I don't follow polls very often, but it don't matter if it's from the North Pole. He's going to lose, and I think that's very clear. I don't see how Joe Biden could win anything else. If you took him to a carnival, I don't think he would win any prizes. He can't win. I don't think he ever could. So looking at what's going on right now, looks like Donald Trump, he might be your president again for good reasons. The number one reason that Donald Trump will probably be the president is inflation. I know some people don't even understand what that is. They know the cost of everything is very high, but I'm just thinking about a person from the hood, like when I used to live there, and I didn't care about inflation because I didn't know what the hell it was, okay? But I knew that white man racist, so I want to make this very simple to the people who don't understand proper English, the ones that make fun of you when you talk proper English. They said you talking white. I want to talk to those people for a minute. So look, I'm telling you right now, Trump ain't racist. Right off the bat, he ain't racist. All right. But Joe Biden, he might be a little bit racist. Because if you have a hard time figuring out who to vote for, him or Trump, apparently you ain't black, okay? That's coming from his mouth. A lot of people don't know that. I go on the streets and talk to people. They never heard Joe Biden say that. When I show Democrats that all the time. They don't understand why they never saw it before. And they've been tricked. Like a magic spell or something. But so we got to the point right now where Joe Biden can't do anything else to rescue himself from getting the living beat out of him November. So it's gotten to the point where the media can't run cover for him anymore. As I said, I don't really pay attention to polls too much. I mean, I believe that, some of the polling is right. I do. I believe that Trump is smoking the daylights out of Joe Biden. I do believe that. But when you look at CNN and you think about how much in MSNBC when they have to show polls, but then you think about how much they hate Trump, for some reason, I don't really believe their numbers. I think that they may be leaving a couple off. I think that they may be lying to us, fudging the numbers. But it's gotten so bad, guys, that CNN, they don't have any choice but to come out and tell you that we need to face reality, or they need to face reality, that Trump is going to be your president.
When President Biden made clear he was going to run for re-election, I had a sense of what his election strategy was and thought it was an intelligent path to victory. After the chaos of COVID and Trump, Joe Biden would stand for normalcy and a rising tide of good economic news. Donald Trump would divide Republicans, with significant chunks of the party wishing that someone like Nikki Haley or Ron DeSantis would be their nominee. Meanwhile, Trump would unite and motivate Democrats, allowing President Biden to focus on the votes of independents and swing states who threw the Electoral College to Trump in 2016 and to Biden in 2020. I have to admit, none of this is playing out as I thought it would. Trump is now leading in almost all the swing states, but behind those numbers lie even more troubling details. As someone worried about the prospects of a second Trump term, I think it's best to be honest about reality. I understand that polls are not always accurate, but in general, they have tended to underestimate Donald Trump's support, not overestimate it.
The main issue right now in our country for everybody, and I wish the rich elites could wrap their head around this, they probably just can't do it, okay? But the cost of everything the inflation that's happening in the country, the gas prices, the food costs, like it's just out of this world. That is going to always be a problem when inflation is too high. So, on the issue of abortion, I don't even think, look, if you can't afford to feed yourself, you're not going to have any kids. Okay, most people are not having any babies, so you can't even think, so you don't even have a minute to stop and think about it, because you got to work 3 or 4 jobs just to make the same amount of money you did 3.5 years ago. Terrible. So they're stuck. The Biden administration is absolutely stuck. There's nothing they can do. You got the war going on. It's so many issues wrong with the Biden administration. It's like everything. To me, it looks like everything is wrong with it. There's nothing good about it. There's not one thing good about the Biden administration. I can't think of one thing, really. I'm being honest. But meanwhile, Donald Trump's having some of the biggest rallies he's ever had in blue states. That's got to scare the living daylights out of the Democrats. It's got to, because it's absolutely amazing. He went to New Jersey, okay? New Jersey, okay? Guys, New Jersey, okay? He might as well just go to Baltimore or Chicago. I just hope Trump goes to all states, okay? Just go everywhere. He's still got plenty of time. They can't wrap him up in court forever. But over 100,000 people conservatively showed up in Wildwood, New Jersey for Donald Trump, bro.
That's Donald Trump predicting a massive red wave this November as nearly 100,000 supporters turned out for him in New Jersey, the largest political rally ever in the blue state. Our next guest was there. New Jersey native Joe Concha joins us now. Joe, so, I just saw it on TV and it looked like a sea of people, but you were actually there.
It was truly stunning, given that I've grown up in New Jersey, knowing that this is a state that hasn't gone blue for a Republican presidential candidate since 1988. Think about that, 36 years ago. That's when Joe Biden first ran for office and then had to drop out because of blatant plagiarism. Remember that.
That little footnote.
Exactly. Lisa Fagan is the spokesperson for Wildwood, New Jersey. She's now saying that more than 100,000 people attended. And you look at the video, it's just endless. And when you were there, you couldn't see all the way to the back. So this is a state, again, Joe Biden won by 16 points in 2020. And the fact that he's able to draw this sort of crowd truly is a testament to the fact that the momentum is behind Donald Trump. The energy is behind Donald Trump right now, even in states where he wasn't competitive in 2020.
Yeah, and obviously people camped out overnight to get into this rally.
Yeah.
And I loved one of the points you made earlier, which was that how happy people are.
Yeah.
And it's something I always see whenever you go to these Trump rallies. You can say whatever you want. These people are really happy to be there.
It's like a rock concert, right?
Over 100,000 people. New Jersey hadn't turned red since 1988. There are nothing but happy people there. But the news media on the left side, they're telling you people were walking away. I don't see anybody walking away. I see nothing but red hats. What about you? I see nothing but red hats over there, okay? Make America great again. Who couldn't get behind a slogan like that? It's a very clever slogan. The MAGA extremists. When they say that, what are they saying? The Make America Great Again extremists. Yeah, that's weird, right? So we can't let them tell us that Trump doesn't have the votes. We, the people, decide who's going to be the president, okay? All right? So don't let them tell you that Trump, that's why I'm so glad that they showed the audience. You have to show the crowd. You got to show the crowd so these people feel outnumbered, okay? All right? So if you think about going to vote for Biden, just know all those other people in your state, they're going to be voting for Trump. You're going to have to live with those people, okay? You better think twice. Okay, we want the economy to be great again. We want the cost of everything to be great again. No, I'm sorry, lower again. It's already great. Okay. We just want our freedoms back, and we want to prosper. So, in conclusion, Trump gonna win. He's going to win by a landslide, whether they like it or not. It doesn't matter. They have to come out and admit to you when it's gotten so bad. CNN would never do this. It's got to be really, it's really bad if they got to come out and tell you this. So have a great day. Have some hope. Talk to people. Tell them what the deal is. We got to take our country back. And until next time, this has been Andre with Yup, I Said It. Like, share, and subscribe. Okay.